So before we go into this video, I do want to speak about our sponsor for today, and that is going to be the OneFootball app. If you guys want to find out what is currently going on in the World Cup, if you guys are busy and you guys are out there either at work or at school, the OneFootball app is going to be there to cover for you immediately and live on your phone regarding your favorite national team when it comes to Argentina, maybe Brazil, if you support Portugal, Uruguay, England, France, any of those teams that you do support, the OneFootball app is going to be there to cover for you on your phone immediately. Like I've said, and live. It is the best football app. They have the latest lineups, the formations, any news that you do want to follow when it comes to injuries or score lines. The OneFootball app is going to cover for you. The only thing you do have to do is go on the link down below that will be provided. It is for free, by the way. You download the OneFootball app, you set exactly who and what you do want to follow, and then you'll be set and done from there. And I also do want to thank OneFootball for supporting a content creator. But now let's go back into this video. So Argentina has beaten Mexico 2-0 with a goal coming from Lionel Messi and another goal coming from Fernandez. This was a very even match. Yes, we know that Argentina has came out in the last 20 minutes of this game to beat Mexico, to get the 3 points, to get the points that they did not get against Saudi Arabia, and this was a huge deal. But I'm gonna give my respects towards Mexico for really fighting against Argentina. They really gave Argentina a really hard time because of their game plan. Mexico did not go into this game against Argentina to get 3 points. They went into this game to take away points from Argentina, which is a very different thing. They were okay and completely fine with coming out from this match with only 1 point because they knew they would be able to secure a spot within the top two. But it did not work in the end because of what Argentina had, because of their individual brilliances, because of Messi, because of Fernandez. They were able to come out on top with 3 points. It was very nerve-wracking. I was sweating. I was like, is Argentina really not going to get this win against Mexico? Like, could we possibly see Argentina come out of the group stages very early? That would probably be one of the most biggest disappointments in football history, not just Argentina history, but in football history, to see Argentina come out of the group stages, get eliminated after coming out into this, going into this World Cup 36 games unbeaten. Can you imagine if that ended up happening? So not on Messi's watch, not on Scaloni's watch. They're like, okay, look, we did upset many Argentina fans against Saudi Arabia, but we have to get it right against Mexico. We have to be defensively very solid. We have to be very clinical up front. If we have the opportunities, we must score. If we do not do that, if we do not act like the Argentina team that we once were a year ago around this time, then we're probably not going to get through. Like I had my doubts. I felt like Argentina were not going to make it, but like I've said, Messi came out. He inspired this Argentinian team. The fans became louder. You saw the fans were like, Messi, 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 Argentina, Argentina. And that are the type of things that really do lift up a national team. Not even just the national team, but the country. And you felt that in this game when Messi scored the first goal against a very great goalkeeper, which is Ochoa. So if we look at the stats here, we can see that Argentina had a total of 58% possession, and then expected goals 0.28, expected goals for Mexico 0.26. You can see that the margin between these two when it comes to the expected goals is very, very low. That is because Mexico and Argentina had the exact same amount of chances and probability of scoring in the first 45 minutes. This is why many of us thought that Argentina were not going to get through, that they were going to pull out another upset against Mexico. And then we look at the other stats, we can see that the total shots was a total of 5 from Argentina. Mexico had 4. Again, very, very little. The margin between Mexico and Argentina when it comes to the shots is so small, right? The difference is not that big. It's just that Argentina were able to capitalize of their opportunities in the last 20 minutes. And then again, you look at the shots off target. Very even. Argentina had a total of 3 and Mexico had a total of 2. When it comes to the shots on target, Argentina had a total of 2 and Mexico had a total of 1. So it's not that much big of a difference. It's just that Messi came out to inspire this national team, and now they're going to take this momentum and all of this, like basically this confidence that they have brought in against Mexico and translate that to the match against Poland. That's what they're basically going to do. And I feel like Argentina are going to go up against Poland and they're going to give it their all. They're going to be like, okay, like we did not win against Mexico for nothing. Let's beat Poland. Yes, Poland has beaten Saudi Arabia, a team that has beaten us, but that does not matter. This is a brand new Argentina team. Messi did say this in a post-match interview. He was like, look, starting today against Mexico, we're going to be seeing a much different Argentina team, a team that is not going to be so uninspiring. And so So we did see that by the time this match was over. And if we look at the table, it currently does stand with Poland in first place because of their win against Saudi Arabia, Argentina in second, Saudi Arabia in third, and fourth is Mexico. Now, if you look at the points, you can see that Poland has 4, Argentina has 3, meaning that the next game between Poland and Argentina is going to have to win, and Poland is also going to have to win if they both aim to get into first place. They're going to be fighting for that first place spot, and whoever ends up in first place, I think, does end up playing the second place of Group D, meaning that it could be either Denmark or it could be Australia. If Argentina can potentially go into first place, most likely they will be facing either Denmark or Australia, unless France pull out a upset against one of the teams and they end up being in second place. Now, I know that I have just only spoken about Lionel Messi and his inspiring goal because he is the reason why Argentina even has the 3 points, but another player I also do want to talk about, it is going to be Enzo Fernandez, another Argentinian player who is only like 21 years old. He has made that move to Benfica it was like a couple of months ago, and he has had a great campaign so far for both the national team and also for Benfica, having a great Champions League run, providing assists, scoring goals, and now he has scored a golazo with Argentina against Mexico. Benfica only paid about 10 million euros for this player. Only 10 million euros, and he has been phenomenal for both the club and the country. So I want to see more of Enzo Fernandez. I want to see this player start because usually we do not see Scaloni start this player, but I want to see what he could do. Let's give him that start. He deserves it. Let's have him start against Poland. Let's have another player like Julian Alvarez starting in the starting 11 against Poland, because these two players really made that difference overall as a collective for this Argentina team moving forward. Mexico did suffer a lot once these two players did come in, and especially again with Enzo Fernandez scoring that golazo inside the box, putting it into the top right corner. It was impossible for Ochoa to even block that shot. And so, dude, like, it's just so crazy to see Mexico also in this state. They're not in their best moment. Tata Martino has not brought in like the best results for the Mexican national team. They have been losing against the USA. They have also lost against Argentina now, and so a lot of things is falling apart. Like, if Mexico cannot even beat USA, can you imagine what Mexico is going to be doing in this World Cup? Like, look how they have just lost against Argentina. This is not the Mexican side that we all know. We know that Mexico can do so much damage at the world stage. We know their capabilities, their talents, the amount of great talents they have within these players, and to see them potentially out within the group stages this early, and also having horrendous performances against USA over the past 2 years, I just feel like it's almost time for Tata Martino to just get out of the Mexican national team and bring in somebody new once the World Cup campaign is over, of course. But right now, it's just I can just feel the tension coming from the Mexican media saying that Tata Martino should no longer be the coach of Mexico, because if you are coming out this early, if you cannot make the correct decisions against Argentina and at least score 1 goal, then you should not be the coach of Mexico, because we know that Mexico can do a lot of damage against the big giants like the Germanys, the Brazils, the Argentinas, the Spains. Now, I'm not saying that Mexico is a team that's made to like win against all of these other national teams, but they're made to at the very least cause the damage. And today against Argentina, they did not really do that. Argentina were able to really score those 2 goals in a very fashionable way and really just unlock what they had to do in the second half. Mexico, again, they came into this game just saying it's okay for us to just get 1 point. Let's just defend. Let's defend with 5 players. Let's not even bother scoring. We just want to take away the points from Argentina. That is a loser mindset. What type of team does that? Mexico is much better than that, and Tata Martino can no longer be the coach of this Mexican national team at all, right? Because again, that is a loser mindset, and it's especially annoying knowing that Tata Martino came in with this game plan when you have so much attacking tools in your squad. You have Mori, you have Raul Jimenez, you have Lozano, you have Martin from America, you have Alvaro, you have Vega, you have Antuna. All of these players are great, but you did not want to utilize them against Argentina and maybe score a couple of goals. Were you really that scared of Argentina? And were you really like, why would you give Argentina the respect in this game and say we cannot score against Argentina, let's just defend this 0-0? You have the players to score goals. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I know there's going to be memes out there on the internet stating that Tata Martino had all this in plan, like he wanted Mexico to lose against Argentina Argentina, because you guys do know that Tata Martino is Argentinian, right? Like he was born in Argentina. He's a big fan of Argentina, and to see him face against his Argentinian national team, many are going to be saying, oh, okay, was he planning this? Was he trying to make Mexico lose so they can go into the next round? Does he want to see Messi lift the World Cup? Ha ha ha, what a joke. Like, get Tata Martino out of here. He does not deserve to be coaching Mexico. So there's going to be stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I expected a better fight from this Mexican national team, and now Argentina were able to come out with confidence, saw the weakness coming from this team, and said, okay, we know their weaknesses, we know what we have to do, we know the players that we have to put on the pitch to score these goals. And at the end of the day, this is what you have. You have Argentina winning 2-0, and now the only thing Argentina has to do is beat Poland, and by a good margin, and go into the next round in first place and potentially face against Denmark or Australia, or maybe I will say a 95% chance, maybe France, if they end up going in second place. But I don't see that happening. France are just a monster. They are a monster. I look at France, you look at Kylian Mbappe, amazing. It was an amazing game to see France play like that, with Kylian Mbappe always just causing havoc in that defensive line. So it's I think that it's time now. It's time to project who Argentina could be playing, because if Argentina go in second place, they face France for sure in the next round. Can you imagine that, right? If Argentina goes first, it's either going to be Denmark or Australia. I think that, and I would assume that is going to be Denmark, because Denmark is an amazing national team with great players. But who knows? Because right now Australia is in second place, which is very surprising. And so that is it, right? Argentina, again, they have won 2-0. It was not the best performance, like I've said. DePaul did not really have his best game by losing so many balls. I don't know why Scaloni decided to use DePaul as almost a right winger, always trying to. It was in the first 45 minutes. Like, I was questioning, why is DePaul like making those type of runs that Dembele would be doing? It makes no sense. Or, like, for example, Alisted, sometimes he did lose some balls. He was okay, but he was better than DePaul, right? He was better than DePaul. But we expected more from this midfield. I felt like if the midfield were able to connect the passes much better and do those 1-2s between the Mexican defense and the midfield, probably Argentina would have scored maybe about 1 to 2 goals in the first 45 minutes. But because the midfield looked dysfunctional, we were not able to get through. And that is why in the second half, Argentina changed their whole system. They're like, okay, let's stop like trying to get through the middle of the pitch, because Mexico were congesting the middle of the pitch, and they started attacking through the wings, which is why we also saw Di Maria making more attacking opportunities on the right flank. On the left flank, we saw Julian Alvarez also providing something on the left wing and also on the right wing. So it was like, to basically sum it up for Argentina, it was a very flat performance in the first 45, but in the second half, they were able to read what they were doing, like their mistakes, and then they had a solution for that, and they have responded. So that'll be it. That will be wrapping up today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one.